Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on this look right here. This is what I call my 10-minute on the go makeup look. So this is what I'm going to do when I'm getting ready for work in the morning and I literally have 20 minutes to get out the door, or on the weekends when you have some errands to run and you just want to throw something on to look somewhat presentable. You don't want to do a full face of makeup. So this is what I like to do. This is like my go-to. I can do this look in literally 10 minutes, 12 minutes without talking through it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video a thumbs up and let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm gonna do my makeup as if I'm literally getting ready in the morning, although it's 8:26 at night. So the first thing I would do in the morning is I start with my eyebrows, and I'm going to be using my CoverGirl Ultra Fine Brow Pencil in soft brown like I usually do. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see, but I'm going to put it in fast forward because it's probably going to take me literally 5 minutes. So here we go. Alright, so brows are on. I had to put my hair up because it's so hot in here with these lights. I cannot. My cheeks are so red. So the next thing I'm going to jump into is my face. So I always am rushing in the morning, so I like to use a spray. So I'm going to use my favorite, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Coconut 3-in-1 Primer Water. And I'm just going to spritz this all over. And then I do like to go in with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I keep it on my desk right here, and it's just super easy to just rub your finger in. Whenever I'm looking close up into the mirror, even with makeup on, my pores are what I notice the most. So I always like to put something there. So I'll just put that on the sides of my nose and then right on the top of my nose. When I'm getting ready for work in the morning, I usually use my L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. This is my all-time favorite foundation, literally ever. I feel whenever I wear this to work, I always get a compliment on my skin. But I've been trying out this Physicians Formula The Healthy Foundation. It just says Brightening Complex SPF 20 for all skin types. And this is in the shade MW2, I believe. Yeah, MW2. But this is what it looks like. It's in this pretty glass bottle with the silver. It's really heavy. But when you pull it out, it is a fat doe foot applicator. So I've been liking this in the morning to just hurry up and throw it on. So I'm going to go ahead and put this all over my face. Alright, and now that I'm looking all crazy, so recently I've actually been using a brush in the morning because I feel it literally saves so much time. I never have my beauty blender or my sponge ready and damp. So brushes, I just feel are so much faster to use. And I got this in my BoxyCharm. This is the Alamar Cosmetics bronzer brush, it's called. But it looks like this, and I don't know if you'll be able to see on camera, but it has little divots in the top of it. And I just feel I've never found a foundation brush that literally blends out foundation the way this does. I can't explain it. I don't know, it works so well, and it doesn't leave those brush strokes all over your face. It literally just blends it in so flawlessly. So I feel this has literally been saving me a lot of time in the morning. Alright, so then next is concealer. So I'm going to be using my ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This is like my go-to concealer. I love it. So I will go ahead and apply this on my under eyes just to make sure there's no darkness and, you know, to make sure I look nice and awake for the day. I like my under eyes to be pretty bright. And I will go ahead and take, well, actually, if I was doing this and really in a rush, like I am most mornings because I give myself like 20 minutes to get ready, I would use this same brush and just go ahead and do it. But I'm just going to use my sponge because I have it right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend this all out. Alright, and then once that's blended out, I'll take whatever's left on my sponge and I'll go over my eyelid just to cancel out all the redness and discoloration. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with some powder. I don't like to use loose powder in the morning unless I do use a sponge to do like my concealer. I'll take whatever powder is there because I usually have it like a little dish, and I'll just dunk it in there and hurry up and set the under eye. But recently I haven't been, since I've been using a brush for my foundation. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Powder Foundation. This is what it looks like. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. And it's just a light shade of their foundation. And this is also going to help to brighten, because like I said, I like to have a nice bright under eye. So I'm going to go ahead and set all this, and this does have a little bit of coverage, so it'll help any like dark circles that are still peeking through. And once I set the under eyes, I'll go ahead and take it up onto the lids and lightly set the eyelids. Okay, so then once I'm all set and brightened, I need to go in and warm my face back up. So I'll always go in with bronzer. Today I'm going to be using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and this is in Give Me Sun. It's just like a really nice warm shade. And I'm going to take this with my e.l.f. brush. This is the e.l.f. 101 brush. It's just like a big, giant, fluffy brush. And I just work it in there and just go ahead and bronze up the face. And I don't do anything precisely. I'm just throwing it on just to get some color back into the skin. And then once I bronze up the face, when I still have my bronzer in my hand, I just grab one of my big fluffy brushes. This is the Luxie 250 Large Eye Blending. It's just a big, giant, fluffy brush. And I'll go in with that same MAC bronzer, and I'm just going to go in and add some dimension to the outer corner of my eye, and then I'll run it up into my crease. That way my eyes are not going to look flat. Alright, and then jumping back into the face really quick, I'm going to do some blush. This is MAC Humor Me blush. It just looks like this, and it's such a pretty shade. I've shown this on my channel before, but it's kind of like a bronzy, rosy type shade. I really, really love it. So I'll go ahead and apply this on the apples of the cheek. I really, really like using blush in the morning because I feel like it just brings the life back to your face and just gives you like that pretty flush to the skin. Especially this shade, it's like not anything too pink or too crazy. It just looks like a natural, you know, flush to the skin. And then I will go in and add a little bit of highlight. This is the Maybelline Masterchrome, and it's in 100 Molten Gold. It's just like the prettiest golden color. And I usually do like the tiniest bit, and I'll just dab it right here on the tops of my cheekbones and down the nose. I still like to have like that dewy kind of look to the skin. Like dewy, fresh, and awake is like how I think of it. Okay, so then if I'm feeling a little bit extra that morning for some reason, I always go to this little chubby stick. This is called, I don't know what this brand is or even where I got this, but this is the LOC or LOC and then Heart TATI, TATI, and the shade is Impress Me. It's called the One and Done Shadow Stick. So it just looks like this. It's like the prettiest taupey bronze shade, and it's just, you know, like a little chubby stick. You can see mine is very well used. So I'll just take this and put it all over the eyelid. Have that all over both eyelids. The edges are going to be, you know, sharp, so I will go back in with that fluffy brush that I still have sitting in front of me, and I'll just blend out those edges just to make sure it's nice and flawless and you don't have like a harsh edge from that chubby stick up to the bronzer we put there. So I'll just go in and blend it on out. Okay, so once that is all blended out, I'm going to go back into the MASTERCHROME highlight by Maybelline, and I'm just going to take this and pop it right in my inner corners. Again, I like to have a bright inner corner because I feel like it looks nice and fresh. It makes you look nice and awake for the day. Then I'm just going to pop back into that MAC bronzer with a little e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. It's just like a flat little brush. But it's like also kind of fluffy. That didn't make any sense. But it's like kind of like a fluffy little smudger brush. And I'm just going to take that and run it underneath my eyes. That way I have like a little something under the eyes and it's not just blank. I like to have something under there, especially if I'm rushing in the morning and I like don't completely blend out my concealer. This is a good way, like eyeshadow under your eyes is a good way to hide your little like fine lines and wrinkles. So then I will just go ahead and pop on some mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. This is my favorite mascara. I was about to say drugstore mascara, but it's my favorite mascara like in general. I just feel like it literally, like it gives you the most voluminous lashes. Like I'll show you one eye compared to the next. Like I hope you can see the difference from this eye to this eye. I just feel like it's literally night and day. It makes me look so much more awake. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this eye. And last but not least is lips. Sometimes I'll use a lip liner, sometimes I won't, just depending on how quick I'm doing this. I can do this look in literally like 10-12 minutes in the morning when obviously I'm not like talking through it. But I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. I'm going to use this Jante Blue lip liner pencil in 933 Natural Beige. It just looks like this. I got this in a BoxyCharm and I just love the tone of it. Alright, and then I'm going to go in with my favorite. This is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Stockholm. It's just one of these. I love these soft matte lip creams. I feel like it's like the easiest way to just throw something on, and they're really comfortable. They don't dry all, you know, super dry and matte or anything. It's literally like a cream. Like I love the way these apply. And then last but not least, I'll go ahead and set everything in. I always make sure to set my face. This is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I always, you know, like to have that extra hydration at the end because any powders I put on, I want them to sink into the skin. That way you still have that nice, fresh, dewy look. So I'm going to go ahead and spray this. Alright guys, and that is it for this 10-minute quick on-the-go makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, maybe got some tips and tricks. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, give this video a thumbs up, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!